So when it comes to waiting for your post, there's almost nothing more annoying, because you've ordered something and you wait for it to arrive, and it feels like it takes an eternity. However, things might be about to get far worse. The GB News article says that the Royal Mail could be allowed to scrap Saturday post deliveries as regulator Ofcom conducts a review into the postal service. And look, I'm guessing that just like myself, you guys work 5 days a week, and it's already pretty annoying when you miss it when you're out during those days anyway, so for the Royal Mail to go from 6 days to 5 days, I don't know, to me that just sounds a little bit backwards, because they're more than happy to raise the price of the postage stamps left, right and centre, but when it comes to offering you value for money, they just like to wind it down. It says that the Royal Mail has previously suggested that it would like to reduce its delivery days, and after 35 years of my dad doing driveways, he actually became a postman about a year or two ago. And as you might know, I went to London last week. I went with my dad and I went with my brother. And my dad, who like I said is now a postman, he was actually telling me that because he had that day off on holiday, no one will do his route, and like we don't live in the middle of nowhere. He's the postman for the sort of neighbouring town. You guys would know the name of the town. It's a pretty big place, and he was saying that no one would do his route when he has a day off on holiday. So the following day, he would essentially have 2 days worth of letters and packages to deliver. And I said, Dad, that doesn't really sound like a day off. And he said, you're kind of right, but everything's pretty stretched at the moment. It said that it expressed an interest in dropping its 6-day service to 5, operating between Monday and Friday only. And it's important to remember that England is not the biggest country in the world, because I saw something a couple of years back on the USPS, the United States Postal Service. And obviously it's a different situation in America, because if you drive pretty quick, you can do top to bottom England in about 10 hours. I think actually someone did it in about 7 once, but he didn't really care for speed limits. And the thing that I saw from the Americans' perspective is because they've obviously got massively long roads, and some of their neighbours might be like half a mile apart, maybe even more in some places. And they have a similar regulation, meaning that the postman in America has to deliver it to the front door of the consumer. But we don't have that problem in England, because my next door neighbour, who is actually 2 women, well, it's like 2 seconds away. So it just doesn't make sense for the prices of the Royal Mail to keep on rising, whilst they also complain that there's too many days. But am I asking too much of the Royal Mail, and are 5 days enough? And why on earth has Sadiq Khan banned the English language? So thank you for becoming one of the 24,391 subscribers, thank you for appreciating the more chilled out videos, and thank you for checking out this video on screen.
This country has gone crazy.